What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. I'm looking at the article here. What do we have here? It says here from the PlayStation 4 is selling around 240 to 250,000 units weekly. Insider assures. So the PlayStation 4 is showing no signs of stopping anytime soon, being officially launched in North America, Europe, and the Middle East, among other continents and countries soon to follow. PlayStation 4 is selling fast, according to a famous and reliable industry insider. Well, just like I said, so that's about 1 million units a month. Globally, that's dope shit. But like I said, if you go to, like I said, I'm going by what VG Charts has on the other side. It's going for last week numbers. The PlayStation 4 sold 109,614 units in North America, 152,298 in Europe, and nothing in Japan. They had a total about 280,421 between Europe and North America. Now, the Xbox One, North America sold 178,925. In Europe, they sold 65,061 consoles, so with a combined total of 261,188. Now, and as far as these Europe numbers, Microsoft has only launched in about 11 other countries in Europe, where Sony's launched in about 30 small countries. Both of these consoles are selling about 250,000 units per week. Like I said, the Xbox One is doing great in North America. They have, like I said, weekly since they both came out. The Xbox One has outsold the PlayStation 4 weekly in North America since the Xbox One launched in November 22nd. His week after week has outpaced the PlayStation 4 in North America. Now, globally, the PlayStation 4 is selling more because it's released in more continents, more countries. But overall, like I said, both of these consoles are selling about 250,000 units per week. Both are online to do 1 million units a month. Overall, like I said, this is great for gaming. This is great for you and I. Like I said, the more money that those guys can make in this industry, the better, the more games they're gonna invest in bigger and better games for us. You know what I mean? So if a person doesn't see that, you're just a dumbass. You know what I mean? If anybody wants Sony or Microsoft, fuck Nintendo, but want them guys to fail, like they're pushing each other. Microsoft is pushing Sony, Sony is pushing Microsoft. So they know what they both are trying to lobby for our dollars at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So. Like a lot of you guys, I know. I think it's the Sony fans that have yet to go through puberty up here, because some of you guys just say some of the dumbest shit in the world. Microsoft is bad for gaming. How the fuck is Microsoft bad for gaming? If it wasn't for Microsoft, you wouldn't have a PlayStation You wouldn't have a PlayStation Network. You wouldn't have a PSN store if it wasn't for Microsoft. Fact, you wouldn't have voice chat inside your game and all that, none of that shit like that you have now. You wouldn't have party chat, voice messaging. You know what I mean? Like Microsoft set the standard for all that shit. You wouldn't have high speed gaming. I'm sorry, on far as consoles. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have that would have been a mandatory if it wasn't for Microsoft, because they remember they were saying they thought Microsoft was crazy not letting you use dial-up to play online. Microsoft said broadband only to use their Xbox Live server. Now it's the standard in the industry. There's no more dial-up. You have mail. There's no more of that shit, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's just that fanboy shit at the end of the day. Like I said, it's great that both companies are doing well, because at the end of the day, that's better for us, you know what I mean? Like I said, because like I said, they gonna offer better deals because they got to compete with each other. Right now, I don't think they see Nintendo as their competitor at all. I think it's just Microsoft and Sony, and honestly, that's kind of sad. Now does can Steam come in and take Nintendo's spot? Can they? You know, what I mean, can Steam come in and just be the next top three? I don't think Steam. I don't know. I don't know if Steam pockets is deep enough. But like here's Steam is not. They're not even making their. They're not making their PlayStation. I'm sorry, their Steam boxes. Third parties are making it. Dell or HP, and they're making whatever the fuck they're making them boxes. So Steam Valve's not going to take a hit at all on any of the hardware. Plus, too, another thing with the Steam box, which is cool, they trying to push their whole OS thing, their whole Linux thing. That Steam OS. Now these Steam boxes, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is the real shit. You know what I mean? You can buy first of all, they're costly. That's another thing. You know what I mean? But also, you gotta realize with this whole Steam OS thing, 99.9% of the games are made for Windows. Now, if Valve wants, these developers and publishers to start using their OS also, but I'm just being real, there's not a lot of money in PC gaming. Like those jokers don't buy games. Crysis 3 barely sold 100,000 units right now to date. I'm being real. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying that the console's always holding PC back because everything gets ported over because there's more money in console. It's being real. I would say over half of PC game elitists, they don't buy their games, they download their games illegally. I have several, I'm not gonna say nobody's name, I have several friends of mine, that I fuck with every day on Skype and on YouTube and shit. They don't buy games, they do them shit illegally, you know what I mean? But they jump up and down and tell you they defend Steam in a heartbeat. Yeah, well, Steam sales is better than it, but they don't buy no goddamn games on Steam. You know what I mean? But like I said, they want developers to use, publishers to use their OS, but that's another team. You know what I mean? I have a Mac. I have Steam on my Mac. It's like 4 games in there. Like I don't know. Windows is not going anywhere anytime soon, man. You know what I mean? As far as gaming and what these developers and publishers are using. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Steam box is very expensive. Like people are. I don't know if it's going to catch on to the mainstream. I think maybe the Steam Valve should maybe had one SKU or something. But it's like you can get it tight and you can get this, you can get that. You have APU lineups, you have NVIDIA lineups, cards, and I think the average Joe Smo, you know what I mean, as far as a mom and dad, they don't know nothing about that, you know what I mean? Like I'm just being real. I think Steam Valve should have made it more simple than what it is, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't see them really taking a big lion's share of the console market. I don't. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. Like I said, it's good news for Sony. I don't know why. Like I said, I think a lot of those articles are posted to start flame wars. I don't know why they wouldn't, say, Microsoft either, because they are selling, going about, we'll be looking at these charts. They sell about 250,000 consoles a week also. You know what I mean? Just to be, in 2 regions, North America and Europe, England and shit. UK, you got to give them that. And they have, Microsoft have yet to launch in Sweden, Denmark, and all that shit. They haven't launched it in those regions yet, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. Good news for Sony. Kudos. See, look, next year you don't ever do no good Sony videos. There you go. Stop whining. Cranky. I'll say no. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this video as I always say. Bang, bang. Damn, dope. That joker tried to pay me in eShop money. No wonder that joker ain't got no furniture, man. So that joker went down to what's that shit? What's that furniture store? Nigga went to Sears, but he had $50 on one eShop card, $10 on another, 17. He went in here about 57 cards. Said, man, we ain't taking this shit in here, bro. Get your black bald head ass out of here. But anyway, you can see in the background, I'm about to sample Dead Rising 3. I didn't like the first 2. I'm gonna see. Everybody's saying it's a great game. It's different. I'm gonna give it a shot. Also, I beat Rise day before yesterday. Story great. You know what I mean? Get past the graphics. You know what I mean? But I wish Rise would be much better if they'd have made it more like God of War, where you could upgrade your weapons. Add a little fiery sword or a chain and some shit. You going through the same the whole game with this shield and this sword. That's it. Okay, and it does get a little repetitive after a while, but like I said, it's not saying that the game is bad. Great story though. Graphics are amazing. You know what I mean? It makes you want to see what the hell's going to go on. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? And Joker ain't no joke. Rise, my son. Joker was a warrior. But anyway, the end part is epic too. I'm out of here, fellas.